I'm Anna and you're watching Food Love. So today I'm making a crispy calamari salad with a tangy citrus vinaigrette. Now, not only is this salad very pleasing to the palate, but it's also pleasing to the eye. It's quick, it's easy to make, and if you want to see how I make it, please keep watching. So I start with 1 pound of calamari tubes and tentacles. I take the tubes and I cut them into 1-inch thick rings, and I put them all into the bowl with some water. Later, when I dredge the calamari in the flour, the water will kind of act like a glue, causing the flour to stick better to the calamari, which will create that crispy, crunchy outer shell that I need for this dish. So I preheat my oil in a cast iron skillet, filling it to about 1/2 inch up the side of the pan. In the meantime, I put 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour into a dish. I add a teaspoon of kosher salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1/4 teaspoon of chili flakes. I'll give that a nice mix to distribute all of the seasonings. Now, I did not use a thermometer for my oil this time, but I did test my oil by dropping in a tiny piece of wet flour, and by the looks of the way that the flour has risen to the top of the oil very quickly, I would say that our oil is ready to go. Now, I did take the calamari ring straight from our water into our seasoned flour. And as you can see here, I am thoroughly dredging the rings in the flour. I want to make sure that each calamari ring is completely coated in the seasoned flour. I will shake off the excess flour and then I will drop them into the hot oil. Now at this point, you're going to want to be careful because if you get too close to the oil, you could burn your fingertips. And if you get too far away from the oil and you try dropping the calamari from too high up, you can get splattered with hot oil. Either way, it's not fun. So I am frying these in small batches. I want to make sure that my oil stays nice and hot. I don't want to overcrowd my pan because I don't want my calamari to be soggy and greasy. So when these are golden brown, I take them out and I drain them on a rack, on a pan that's been lined with some paper towel. Then I fry up the tentacles, which to me are so pretty. They kind of look like little flower blossoms after they've cooked, and they add some prettiness to the salad. So now we're going to start our citrus vinaigrette. And we do that by squeezing the juice of a large orange into a bowl. It's totally fine if some of the orange pulp gets into the juice. So I have a garlic clove that I'm slicing, and then I'm chopping, and then I'm going to make a paste from this garlic. So to the chopped garlic, I'm going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of coarse kosher salt. I'm going to work that in with the blade of my knife. And then with the back of my knife, I'm going to continue to work it in by smashing the salt into the garlic. I'm going to take that paste and into the bowl it goes, followed by another 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt and a teaspoon of honey. Then I'm going to drizzle a nice helping of extra virgin olive oil into the juice mixture while I am whisking the entire time. Once this is done, I'll set it to the side, and I'll take 1/2 of a medium red onion and I will slice it thinly. I love red onions in my salad. They kind of just offer an extra little bite. I also have a roasted red pepper that I'm cutting into thin strips. So I'm going to take my red leaf lettuce, also some peppery baby arugula. I'm going to top that with our thin red onion slices. And then here comes a sweet, smoky, roasted red pepper. I'm going to put quite a bit of this on my salad because I love red pepper. And then of course, the star of the salad, which is the crispy, crunchy calamari. Look how pretty and look how easy. This is a great summer salad. So I'm going to go ahead and drizzle over a bit of that vinaigrette. And last but not least, I'm going to sprinkle some salty feta, and that's it. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video today. I hope if you haven't done so yet that you will subscribe to my channel so that you can get future videos. And until next time, I wish you joy and lots of food love.